Hello, hello, everybody. Hey, Suzanne, Lords, Jim, welcome, welcome. As you guys can see, I finally got my second camera hooked up so you guys can see me. Hopefully you can see and hear me. Don't see or hear. Well, I show that I am live. Suzanne, can you verify again? Okay. Hear and see now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. So welcome everybody. Happy Merry Christmas Eve. I know that we all are getting ready for tomorrow, so I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me for a bit, right? So hopefully you guys are ready for tomorrow. If you're not, well, I guess it's going to be what it's going to be, right? Because most stores are closed by now. Hey, Elizabeth. It is a little bit chilly today. I was out in in my, what we call our mud room. I have some of my stuff out there. And it was 28 degrees and it was a little chilly. But I am slowly but surely getting my craft room in order. As you can see behind me, I've got a lot of my stuff out. We're still going to be doing some remodeling in this room just to make it a little bit more easier for me. But I do have a lot of my stuff out. A lot of the items in my shop are finally back showing available because now I can find them. So that's always exciting. Hey, Robin, long time no see. Are you all moved? I know you were in the middle of a move. But today, we're going to do something fun because I've been playing a little bit and I'm going to continue my play. But I wanted to remind you that for our card exchange this month, if you want to play along, our theme is friendship. So send your friendship cards in and I will reciprocate. Here, I'll be sharing my address in just a second. And the card that I made last week. So one of you guys, if you participate in my card exchange, will get one of my cards that we make during the live. So I've been baking this morning. This morning afternoon, I got up and I made a breakfast for my son and my husband. Made a big breakfast, and then I cleaned the kitchen and I started finishing up my baking. So that's what I've been doing today, along with a little bit of playtime. So I'm going to go ahead and switch down and we will get started. So let's see here. Get to see my messy desk. Moved with basics. No craft room yet. Yep, I can relate, Robin. I wish you luck, girl. All right, so here we go. So my address, if you want to participate in my card exchange, is here in Reed Point. Our theme, our theme is friendship. So that could be Valentine's. That can be just a friendship card. Last week we made this card, which was a lot of fun, right? We created some of these tickets. I was just playing along. And we ended up doing a card with one of the tickets. So that was kind of a lot of fun. So I have this set aside to go to somebody that participates in my card exchange. So if you want to play along, I hope that you do. Just send your friendship card to this address, and then in about 3 or 4 weeks, we will do a share where I share all of your guys' cards and give everybody inspiration as well. So that's that. Let me go ahead and get somewhat organized, I guess, right? Let's see. All right. So I shared with you guys that I've been working on a prototype. I'm just going to kind of talk to you about what I've been working on. So a couple of things. I, as you guys do, practice new techniques. And I'm trying to get more into interactive cards. So I was playing with this one that's supposed to be like a pop-up. I don't know if I like it, so that's why I didn't make a card or not. But that's one of the items that I've been actually playing with, just to kind of get an idea of interactive cards. So this is from Lawn Fawn. Lawn Fawn has some great interactive elements, and I got this, and as I was cleaning out my dies, I found it again. So I was thinking I might do a Mary Poppins card, because that might be kind of fun for her to pop up in the air a little bit. So that's what I've been practicing. And then Jennifer McGuire had a tutorial about this slide. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about it yet, but that's what I've been kind of practicing. As you guys do, you have to practice your new techniques. I'm like all of you guys. I'm not great at interactive cards, but I want to get better at them. So hopefully that's something I'll improve on next year, which is just around the corner. But as I have explained to you guys, I've been working on my prototype for my detective journal. It's turning out fabulous. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Let me just do this. I'm going to do a full walkthrough when I actually get the class out there. But as you can see, I'm not quite finished with it yet. But it's been a lot of fun putting it together. And like all of my journals, they're pretty thick, and they've got lots of things, and they've got fun little hideaway pockets. I even stuck some of those tickets in here that we were playing with. So yeah, just still working on the prototype. As soon as I get it locked down, I will post the class for you guys. It is going to be a kit class, just like some of my other classes, and you will get physical items. So I will do a full walkthrough when it's completely done. But today what I thought we would do is I thought we would make inmate cards, because I'm still trying to come up with some of the elements that will go inside of the journal. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I got these mug shots here. So just keep your eye open for that. It should be probably early January that I get it listed in the shop for a pre-sale for the class that you can register. And that will be one of my classes next year. So in honor of that, I thought we would put together some inmate cards. So I know not everybody's going to be able to buy the kit. So I wanted to see if maybe we can create some inmate cards using these paper dolls, and an old kit or an old stamp set of mine that I have. You guys might remember this one. It's a really old one, right? It's called Ultimate Grunge. And I thought these would create great backgrounds. And this kind of looked like an inmate number when I cut it down. So I thought maybe we could do something with that. Does that sound good to you guys? I know we're not Christmassy, but I thought these would make some fun friendship cards, right? So if you guys are good with that, that's what I thought we would do. So hopefully you're good with that, because that's what I have planned. And we're gonna practice a few items, right? So I have, of course, my stamps. I found this stencil that I thought would be kind of a fun background for my inmates. I found this graph paper that's from Honeywell. This is in the shop, but I thought this would look fun for a background as well. And then I have these detective, Chicago Police Detective ephemera in the shop that I thought we would play with as well. So the vintage ephemera is in the shop now if you guys want to grab it after playing along, and if you want to make your own inmate cards. And then, of course, I printed out a few items as well that I thought we could play with. Prison pen pals, yes. So that's what we're going to do. I hope you guys are all okay with that. If not, I'm so sorry. That's what we're going to do today. All right, so let's first cut out some paper. So I thought what would work are just old manila folders. These are left over from classes of mine. So trying to still use my stash. And let's go ahead and let's cut some of these and figure out how big these are going to be. So these are just manila folders. I get my manila folders at the thrift store. I haven't been thrifting since we moved. So we'll see how that stash comes along. But these you can get in, they're not really expensive actually. You can get them in office stores and whatnot. Let's see, how big is this? I think I want to do four by 5 maybe. Let's just do 4 by 6 for now, 4 by 6 ish, and then we can trim it if we need to. Yeah, ish. I say ish because it's not quite 6, but that's okay. All right, so here's 4, and here is 4. And the class, like I said, is a physical physical kit, but I will be creating a digital kit as well for all of you digital creators. It won't be as encompassing as the physical kit, but it'll still be fun to play with. All right, so here are my 4 by 6. And let's see, let's go ahead and cut these down as well. Like I said, I just started playing with some of my ephemera, and so I just kind of brought it over. This piece here is actually part of the kit. But these other pieces are just pieces that I've sized down to play with for today. So like I said, I'm still putting the kit together. If I don't have it completely together as far as what's in it, I'll still put the class out there as a pre-register, because that'll give me an idea of how many kits I need to actually create. I do put the kits together by hand, which do take me a bit of time. So I always like to do a pre-sale just to get an idea of how many kits I need to actually make, because I do have to buy items for the kits. All right. And your pre-sale purchases help me buy those items, so I don't have to put out a lot of out-of-pocket costs for my classes. All right. So just trimming up some of these pieces here. So is everybody ready for Christmas? What do you have any traditions for Christmas Eve that you guys are planning on doing? We're making a charcuterie. It's one of my favorite words, a charcuterie platter. And we're going to be playing some games tonight. That should be fun. And then we'll probably watch a movie later. Here, so just trimming this down. Isn't this fabulous? I love it. All right. Okay, so let's see what we have to work with. So I've got these that I printed out. And then I've got, like I was saying, I have some of these old detective paperwork that I think I found it at the swap meet when I was in Prescott. But I thought maybe we could do something with this. These are in the shop, 10 sheets. So if you do want to get some of these vintage Chicago police ephemera. They are available to play with. Let's see. Let's just Elizabeth says today's a lazy day. The kids watch a bunch of Christmas music. Hubby is oh no, sick but resting. Panettone sweetbread, yum. Hot chocolate, midnight today. Receive Christmas. Oh, fun, fun, fun. It's so fun to be able to continue traditions, isn't it? All right, so let's just use one of these, I think. And of course, I'm going to do something with this just because I think it looks great for a background. And then we'll work with these. So let's get started. So the first thing I think I want to do, let's just start easy. Let's just work with paper. How's that? So injured person report. Trying to see. I might just cut these right in half and a fourth. So so that way I can get 4 out of these. All right. I think these are 8 and a half, but these are 10. So we'll do 5 inches. 5. Robin, we've missed you. The one thing I've got to say about moving and having all your craft supplies packed away is you don't spend a lot of money. I actually got a couple of Amazon cards, and I've already got items in my cart. My husband was like, "You're gonna buy more craft supplies?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, he's like, "Well, don't you have enough?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't have these. You know, I want to get some small stamps because actually that's gonna be for my class because I want to be able to make some small identification cards." So, yeah. All right, so here are these. I thought maybe we can do some backgrounds with this. So let's start with that. Let's see. So I'm just going to add some of my walnut stain to stain it up. And then let's see what I don't know, maybe some of these numbers as background. Let's see. Like I said, we're just kind of making it up as we go along here. And what is my husband was messing with, there it is. My camera's fixing them for me and he messed up my settings. So I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't keep refocusing itself. All right, so I think I might just do this by hand. Hello, Frida. Merry Christmas. So again, I'm just looking to grunge this up a little bit. And then, let's see here. Just using walnut stain for the edges. see what else do I have here. Um, something like that. They're not going to be cards per se. They're going to be like tags, kind of. So, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. So, I'm going to trim a little bit of this off, and then we'll regrunge it. Regrunge. Okay. And this already has, this is one of the Chicago Detective forms, so it's already got some great background print already, so we don't really have to do a lot to it, which is nice. So I think I'm going to do something like this. All right, so let's just really add some darkness to this. Now I'm really going to town here. So I know that this vintage detective criminal kit isn't going to be for everybody. Some might say it's kind of gruesome, I guess. But I don't know. I love that kind of things. You know, if you have seen my Halloween crafting, you know that I tend to go more macabre than cutesy. It's just my style, guys. Hopefully you guys are cool with that. I mean, I guess if you know, if that's weird for you, of course you don't have to take the class. I think it's going to be a really fun kit, though. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, so let's trim that down a bit. All right, so I am working on a manila folder here. I just trimmed it down, and I'm going to add this detective piece. Trying to decide if I need to tear it a little bit. Sometimes I like to tear pieces off just to give it some interest, right? Okay, Jocelyn, I don't know what you're doing out there. What are all those numbers? I don't understand. All right, so I am adding just some more grunge to these torn pieces here. And then we will glue it down. All right, so I think that's pretty good. All right, so let me just add some glue here. You can see on this side it says the Chicago Police Department. So you're gonna get, if you do decide to get those detective forms, they have printing on the front and the back, so you can choose what you craft with. There's that, and then something maybe like this. Let's see. And then I was gonna do like this. Let me see. Just kind of looking at what I have here on my desk. So warrant to apprehend. I could maybe, I kind of want to use that though. Let's see, what else do I have? So I have some stickers here. Let's see what I got. A cute little envelope. I made this cute little envelope. All right. Case file, documented. It's gonna do all sorts of things here. All right, so let's first figure this. Maybe case file in the background. What do you guys think of that? That's kind of cool looking, huh? Let's make it a little darker. So these are all stickers you're gonna get in the kit. As part of your kit. So like I said, I have been playing with the kit. I'm still putting it together though. So you'll get some of this in a digital kit, not all of it. I can't give away the shop, but you get some of it. All right, so let's just grunge that up a little bit. And let's figure out, I definitely want that to show, so just something like that, I guess. Let me see if I can put some better light in here. I don't know if that's any better. All right, so this is a sticker. Let's see, something like, I don't know, something like this, right? Okay. Maybe do report, injured persons report. Just kind of building up the background with some of these stickers. All right. Maybe I'll create a mugshot book. So these would be like mug shots. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but I'll figure it out. Sometimes it's just fun to create, right? Okay, this isn't a sticker. But I do want to get this a little darker. Okay, you guys are quiet out there. You guys still with me? All right. Let's see. Maybe make it a little off. So what do you guys think? That's pretty easy, right? And then maybe this will be like a little case file. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these yet. But I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of fun. What did I do with my cooking dinner? What's for dinner, Elizabeth? All right. See, this would be good, like for a case file too, right? Maybe we'll use this. care of this a little bit so we can grunge it. And then I think this is going to go right there. Okay. So let me glue this guy down. He's one of my criminals. He's one of those clean cut criminals, right? They look real innocent, but you know, you don't want to take your eyes off of them. Okay, Lords, will have a Merry Christmas. And we'll see you later. Taco night, that sounds good, Elizabeth. Alright, so something maybe like this. And then put this. All right, so that's number one. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. I might make like a mugshot book. I don't know. But kind of fun, right? All right, so that's number one. The next one I want to do, I love, so that was using the detective paper that I have in my shop that you can just print out. I want to do one with this warrant. I think this is fun. So let's see. So these are things, of course, that we're going to make as part of the my class. Just giving you an idea of some of the things we'll be doing in the class. But these could be like inserts in your book. These could be like part of your mug shots. I don't know, just something really, really cute, right? All right, so let's make another one. Warrant to apprehend. All right, so let's trim this down again. And then how big is this? This is, okay, so if we do it 5, it should be good. So far we're just using ephemera pieces to make the backgrounds. We're going to do some stamping. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully nobody caught that. We're going to do some stamping and some stamping and some stenciling as well. Okay, so I think that's good. Let's go ahead again, adding our walnut stain. So I'm off work all next week, which makes me very happy. I love it when I'm off work. My son is here in town with us, and it should be a nice visit. All right, I think that's good. And then we'll just grunge this up a bit, right? Just adding some dirt to it, I guess you could say. Let's see, what else? What other stamps could I use? Let's see. Warrant. I'm just kind of looking to see what I could use here. Agent. Could do an agent stamp, right? Let's figure out who our criminal's gonna be next. All right. Let's see. I don't want them to all be kids. He looks like he would be kind of sly. Ooh, he looks like he'd be a good criminal. Yeah, guys, don't forget to give me thumbs up. It does help the channel. Thanks, Jim, for reminding everybody. Thank you, thank you. All right, so, and then maybe we'll do like a stamp. All right, so we'll do some stamping on the background. But let's get some more darkness around these edges here. All right. And then again, maybe I'll just do a little bit of tearing. So maybe make it look a little bit grungier, right? All right, that's good. And then we will glue this down. All right. Let's see. There we go. Pretty good. Not too bad. And then, let's see, where did my criminal go? There he is. Warrant to apprehend. Ooh, that sounds official, doesn't it? Warrant to apprehend. Let's see. See, I have suspect record, but I think I'm just going to do suspect because he is a suspect. He's suspected of foul play. Got a warrant for his arrest, but, you know, innocent until proven guilty. So at this point, he's just a suspect. So we will just put suspect, right? Okay. All right. So this is filed. So we will put maybe this right here. Oops, let's not stamp it upside down. Filed. All right. And then suspect. Maybe we'll put a number down there. All right. So he is suspect number 05337. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to decide where I want that. Okay. So I'll just do something like that. How does that look, guys? I think that looks pretty good, right? Warrant to apprehend. Whew. So be on the lookout for this guy. approach cautiously, as he may be dangerous, but there is a warrant out for his arrest. All right, but at this point, he's just a suspect, okay? So, innocent until proven guilty. All right. Suspect. Okay. Let's see. Any other stamps we can use? Let's see. I'm just looking. Maybe we'll do this figure. So yeah, so if you have ephemera pieces, you can always, you know, add to them using your own stamp sets. Okay, pretty good. So there is number 2. So now we have 2 criminal cards. This guy, we already have a case on him. And this guy has a warrant out for his arrest because he's just a suspect. He hasn't been proven guilty as of yet. All right. So that is using background ephemera pieces. I'm going to have a lot in the kit that we're going to be able to play with. So you can pick and choose. It should be a lot of fun making those. But let's go ahead and make our own background. How's that? So I thought it would be kind of fun to create our own backgrounds. So let's do that. So the first thing we want to do, of course, we want to grunge this up. So let's just add some color to this. Hey Melody, glad you could join us. All right, and then for the background, I don't know, let's do kind of like a, let's see, like a brick. How about if we do like a brick? That might be kind of fun. Let's see. So we are making criminal cards today, Melody. Been putting together my detective kit, which is going to be my next class. If you are a Backstage Pass holder, of course, you get to come to the class for free. You gotta buy the kit though. But the class for you will be free as part of your membership. Alright, so let's see, what color should we do that background? Should we do black? Alright, let's just see what we can come up with here. And then I'm just going to slide this over a bit. Let's see if we can make that work for us. Alright, and then let's see, what if we went up just a bit? Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, the Missy is great for that because you have your grid lines that you can kind of follow, you know, to create your background. And then see if we can remember how far over we were. Were we that far? I think so. Nice. So that creates a nice background, right? Just enough grunge. Now I'm not stamping as crisp as I normally would because I don't necessarily want it to be crisp. I'm okay with it being kind of light. So let's see what else we can do here. All right, so there's my background. And we need another criminal. Let's see if we can find a woman, because you know, women have been known to break the law now and again. Ooh. Sometimes they're criminal as well. All right, so I like that. But what else could we add to it? Let's see. I think I might add some of these numbers, but I might just do it to fill in. So yeah, so let's see here. Yeah, the brick pattern is great. This is such an old stamp set too, so I'm glad that it's getting some use. Let's see. Women can be just as shifty. I hear ya. All right. Well, that was upside down, so I guess we're going this way. We're going to trim this, so I'm okay with it being a little sporadic. That got messy real quick, didn't it? All right, so we're going to trim this. Let's see. All right. You guys hear Max snoring in the background? All right. Where's my criminal? Here she is. Okay, so something like that, right? Let's see. Condemned. Should we put condemned? Maybe she's already in jail and she's condemned already. It could be, right? All right, we're gonna go for it. Hi, Gloria. Merry Christmas. All right, so she's condemned already. Let me see if I can find some red. Brick door. All right. Whoops. Just went flying. Now this one I want to be real nice and crisp. I am inking it several times here. All right, that's pretty good. I like it. And then let's just put her like, she's gonna have a plate, so something like that, I think. What do you guys think? How's the tacos coming along, Elizabeth? Elizabeth is having tacos tonight. Case is classified. Gloria's watching a little football, it looks like. You know, my boys are watching football right now. Alright, so case is classified. Let's see if we can maybe, I don't know, get that somewhere here. Case is classified. Just so we kind of see it, right? She's already condemned, so it's not much we can do for her. All right, so let's add more vintage to this because that's what I do. Pretty good, right? All right, and I did have, let's see if I can find it. I already had a number stamped out somewhere around here. Let's see if I can find it. If not, we'll have to make another one. Not a big deal. Okay, because that's what we do. We make things, right? I don't see it, but not a big deal. Let's just make one. Okay, so I want to make her case number out of this. So let's figure this out. So I'm just grabbing some scrap paper, again using my manila folder, and we're going to use black on this. Let's see, and then we'll trim it down. It's upside down, but that's okay, we're going to be trimming it. Some grungy numbers. All right, I think that works. And then let's trim this. So let's see here. So like that. Let's just trim this down first. Something like that. And then should we make this a little tighter? Let's see, how did I do it before? Did I go that tight? I think it was, I think this is what I did. Something like this. And then I got my corner rounders. in. Let's just kind of grunge this up a bit. Okay, that's pretty good. Where'd she go? Here she is. All right, so this is her number. Like it. All right, so let's glue that. And these are going to fit great into my journal book too. So pretty good. So here's the 3 we've made so far. So this is the most recent one, doing a stamped background, and then these were using ephemera pieces. Pretty good, right? I want to do one more, and I want to use, are you guys up for one more? Hopefully you like my life today. I know it's a little bit odd, but like I said, I've been trying to come up with ideas for my class, and I think these case files here are gonna end up going in here somehow. Something like that, right? So I'll house them somehow. I don't know yet. But so something like that. Again, this is my prototype. Still coming up with my ideas for my class. All right, so let's do one more. And we're gonna use this. So this is in my shop, and this I thought was perfect because it looks like, you know how when they stand up against the wall and it has the lines when they're getting their mug shots done? Doesn't that look like what they would be up against? So I think this will be fabulous to play with. And this is in the shop. This is authentic vintage graph paper from Honeywell, if you remember. If you remember Honeywell. All right, so let's trim this. So I should just, don't want to waste it. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I need to go the other one a bit. So I think in the shop I sell it in yards, by yards, and I think I have 2 yards per set. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it a little bit larger so I have room to work with it. All right. So put this precious gold back in its box. So it even has the Honeywell box. All right. So let's figure this out. I have one more of these somewhere. Oh, we didn't do my stencil. We might have to do another one. All right, so I think that'll work. Something like that, right? And then we'll trim it. All right, so I'm thinking. All right, so let's grunge this up, right? We're just adding, I don't know, we're just adding a mess. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to have some color behind that. And then we're going to add, let me think. We're going to add some glue, all right? So let's just, yeah, let's just add some glue here. Okay. And I will put this down. We're going to trim this, so I'm not overly concerned about it being short. In fact, I'm not concerned at all about it being short because it is getting trimmed. Okay. So let's trim this. And I'll save my scraps because you never know what you'll use them for. So I'll save this. And that's part of what got me in trouble in the move, is because I save everything. But you just never know when you're going to need it. I mean, I probably don't need to save it. I've got quite a bit of that paper. But once it's gone, it's gone. But that doesn't mean you don't use your items. That's why you buy them, is to use them. All right, so let's trim this down as well. So 5, I think they're 5, right? Somewhere around there. Something like that. See, that's even a little thinner. Yep. So let's make this a little thinner. All right. So there is the background. Now I know it's not exactly what the background would look like for a mugshot, but I think it's pretty close, and I think it'll work. So I'm going to now, if I were to do this again, I probably would use my double-sided tape just to make sure it's completely secured. You see how it's coming up here on the edges? But I didn't want to pull out my double-sided tape right now. So this is good enough. Good enough. All right. Like it. And then let me think. Are we going to? Well, let's pick our criminal first. So what do we got here? We've got this boy, this girl here. She's condemned. She's already guilty. This is just a suspect. So I think we need a young lady. I don't know. Maybe she ran into hard times. I don't know. I hate to have her get in her mugshot though. I think maybe we'll just do a man for him. He looks guilty to me. But again, innocent until proven guilty. All right. So let's see what we can come up with here. Something like that. Right. And I'm just adding more walnut stain to the edge. And then, I don't know, I want to cover up the stuff that says degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll strategically place our criminal so that way it covers it. And then maybe we'll put like the number here. That might work, guys. All right, so let's see. And it's all in fun, so I mean we might have to add some stickers. Let's see, warning. I kind of don't want to do stickers though because this is his lineup. What do you guys think? Should I put stickers or should I just leave it like that? Do not tamper with the evidence. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was looking for earlier. All right, so let's get him glued down. And we're going to strategically place it to cover that degrees Fahrenheit. And then we're going to create, what did I do with that? We're going to create, there it is. We're going to create, let's see if we can bring this down a bit. A little tag here. Probably should be bigger, but this is what I have. Let's see, what else do I have here? Should I do that one? This one looks more authentic, I think. What do you guys think? This one? And do I have any more scrap? Yep, this is scrap paper. Okay, so I can make a few of these, I think. Okay, and then let's see if we can put a number in there. 785. Let's do that in red though. What do you think? Red and black. 785. See, that fits perfectly. All right. Look at that. It's like it was meant for this stamp, right? Good old Tim. Always helping us out. All right, so let's cut this and give this guy a number. All right. Okay, pretty good. And should I round? No, let's see. Should I round those? I should find my scissors and round those, but this will be all right for now, I think. Right? Let's just add some grunge to that. Okay, and then this will go, I think, like right there. What do you guys think? Pretty good? Alright, so let's cover up that Fahrenheit. See, but that graph paper worked perfectly. Oh, look at that. I'm not sure, but maybe there'd be like a police department. Let's see. Do I have like a department number? Let me see what I have real quick here. Maybe something that says department. Just looking really quick here. something that says department. Chocolate reserved. I don't have anything that says department per se. I'm just looking here. I don't know. Should we put a stamp? What do you guys think? I'm just trying to decide what we should do. Should we leave it like that? Help me out, guys. So I was thinking, oh, department. I do have a department stamp. So department 177. Maybe we'll do something like that. Let me see what else I have here. Suspect record, maybe? Ooh, that might be good. All right, let's do that. All right. So just tearing this, just so I get some jiggity edges. And then I'll add. So as you can see, you're gonna get in the kit, as soon as I finish it, there's gonna be a lot of items, stickers, paper, ephemera, to not only create the journal we're gonna make, but to create, you know, insert pieces. So I just wanted to give you a little taste, a little feel, a little sneak peek, if you will, of my class to come, which will be a criminal, it's criminal, I think is what I'm going to call it, journal class, which should be a lot of fun. Suspect record. And I'm still coming up. This is how I come up with my prototypes, y'all. I just play until I like what I like. So, you know, when I'm trying to come up with ideas, I'm just kind of playing to see what works. I mean, not everything works. I haven't shown you, you know, my fails, because why would I do that? You've seen some of my fails. But like I said, I'm trying to come up with ideas for my class. And this is how I approach it. I just play. Even when I'm making my digital kits, I just create, and then I pick the best things that I like. So, I mean, that's with any creative journey, right? You just, not everything's going to be a home run. So you just keep creating until you find something that works. And that's how I approach it as well. I by no means hit a home run on, you know, the first try. Wouldn't that be nice? But I try to be creative. I try to be, to give you guys new content, new ideas of what you can create with your stash. You know, these of course are the Tim Holtz larger paper dolls. And then I have, you know, in my kit, I have some criminals as well that that's gonna be in the kit. Now look at these guys. And that's what I used for my reward, is I cleaned him up and then I fussy cut him. But today we played with Tim Holtz's paper dolls. I'm just finishing this up. All right, guys, so that is it. We created 4 criminal cards. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun creating these. It's always fun to be able to create new items with your stash, and these certainly are new, and they will be great in a junk journal. You can put these on cards. Hey Susie, we are just finishing up, but you know, you can create backgrounds with stamps. You can do it with ephemera, which is what I did on these. And then you can also use graph paper. So the graph paper that I shared with you is in the shop if you wanted to get some to create some of these suspect records. And then of course I have some of my Chicago detective ephemera in the shop as well, as a 10-piece kit. So if you wanted to create your own criminal cards, you can do that as well. So that's it, everybody. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Christmas Eve, and a fabulous Christmas with your family and friends. I will be back next week. Next week is New Year's Eve, right? But I will be back next week. See if I can come up with something creative for you. And we will keep moving on. So again, everybody, thanks so much for hanging out with me. And we will see you again next week.